When it comes to Souls-like video games as a whole, a lot of the focus tends to be on the blood-pumping, adrenaline-fueled madness that bosses bring to the table. While the David vs. Goliath showdowns maintain themselves as the focal point of discussion, we often forget those journeys in between boss rooms, where you're tasked with traversing through various points of interest as smaller, commonly referred to as trash mobs, enemies try to send you back to your last checkpoint.
This is insanity. This is absolute bonkers nonsense.
Today, we turn our focus to the beautiful world of Yaesha, which hosts over 20 different trash mobs depending on where you land. Do they have the ability to keep you on your toes between all those renowned boss fights that have kicked your ass? Do they feel challenging, cheap, or downright broken? These questions, and many more, will be answered in my Yaesha trash mob tier list. Bertle added a rework and delete tier, which I made good use of in this video. Let's begin. So the root Infector. One of two mobs that you'll see first in Yaesha, the other is the root Tumbler, which we will absolutely get into, right? This is not an egregious mob at all. I have no fucking problem with this mob. Do you guys have a problem with this mob? Its movesets, he can shoot a little orb at you, which is nothing to go right home about. He's got a juicy, nice weak spot on his head, so he's really easy to take down. He moves around a lot, which makes him, and this is something that a lot of the root enemies in Yaesha have in common. A lot of them move around really quickly, and he is no exception. His movesets include being able to whip you, bite at you, lunge at you, and shoot at you. It's nothing special, but it is a perfect first mob to introduce people to Yaesha. The effectiveness of this mob is, I don't think it's trying to do too little, I don't think it's trying to do too much, which is exactly what a first level mob should do. It's easy to kill, but it's also easy to underestimate them and get whipped. I like the Infector's good introduction to the Yaesha mob. These guys are great, ties in with the world lore. They are fun and good to mow down with auto weapons. They are a blast to mow down with auto weapons. Guys, this is an S tier, man. I mean, can we agree on that? They're not annoying at all. If you get hit by them, you're like, oh, I'm ass. Literally every time I get hit by them, I'm ass. Starting in Yaesha, you could also run into the Tumblers first or second. Roly Boys, Sonic the Hedgehog, if you will. And from this, you can kind of get that, okay, you're killing them in one shot, they're just kind of rolling. Who gives a shit? The problem is that everybody gives a shit. They are so easy to kill, they even have a weak spot. It's kind of like closer to the top of their head while they're rolling. It's really hard to hit it. It's either going to take a few bullets or one bullet in a stronger gun to take them down. However, when the mobs start coming together, man, that's where he starts just fucking you in the butt. When the mobs start working together against you, it can get very frustrating. This game becomes a whole lot more frustrating when you have several different mobs on the screen. And so that's why I can't sit here and say that he is delete, rework, D tier, something like that. Because everybody hates him, but guys, that's the point. It's like, you know, you ever seen Breaking Bad? It's like everybody hates Walter's wife. I don't know why I'm blanking on the name right now, but that's the point. You're supposed to hate her because she's good at what she does, making you hate her. That's what the Tumbler does. What are his attacks? Well, he can roll into you, guys. That's his only fucking attack. Okay, so that's kind of lame, right? That's why he's not S. Off rip, that's why he's not S. And the most egregiously annoying audio in the game. They will find you. They will hunt you down. They will keep going, man. Look at this. They'll keep finding you while you're trying to shoot up in the air. They're coming down on the ground. When these rollies gank you, it's trouble, but again, that makes them strategic to take down as a priority. I like that. And that's the funny thing about them is that so many elites and mobs, if you put them all in one room, what's the priority? At the end of the day, it is the easiest mob to take down because he is so good at becoming this sort of assassin, like, okay, nobody's paying attention, time to get him, time to rip his toes off. And he can deal a decent chunk of damage. I mean, I'd say average like 20 to 35% health per chunk. And a lot of the times they're just kind of weird, kind of move really weird after they miss you. You know, they stop on a dime and just really like Sonic. It's balanced, it's nothing special, it's really good at what it does, it's going B. So the Root Zombie, the Root Exploder, I think these guys are great units as well. They've got a juicy fucking weak spot. The Exploders, you shoot their leg, they're out of the match. The Exploders are very easy to counter, the Zombies are very easy to counter. It's the same thing with all the other mobs in Yaesha. It's when they catch you in large numbers that they can start to really get a hold of you, or if they corner you, really start to get a hold of you. See, a lot of the times these mobs are really well designed. It's all about how you're treating them in the environment and are you respecting them and their strengths. And their strengths are to corner you from both sides and catch you off guard, give you root rot, explode, inevitably kill you. The Exploder could be buffed, in my opinion, as well, Crypto. They are so fucking easy to get rid of. Are you joking? Just shoot them in the leg and they are out of the fight. If you are always on a swivel, head on a swivel, like you should be in this game, then they're done for. Again, head on a swivel because they just want to corner you. That's all they're good at. It's all they're good at. I think they're perfect in the Legion fight. I love fighting against them with Legion. The Root Zombie actually has an insta-kill and execution. That's sick. Oh, whoa, what's he doing? Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, what the fuck? That's executions in this game.
Executed your ass.
And that's also going to separate him from the Exploder, because the Exploder really has one move. It's not that great. Just shoot him in the leg and he's done. See, that's the thing. Once you know how to defeat him, because when you first start the game, you're going to shoot him in his giant slab of face, right? But no, you shoot him in the leg. Look at it. He falls. They're both fucked. And now they become suicide bombers to destroy the zombies around them. They complement each other very well, but more often than not, it's like that co-op partner that won't stop trying to kill you on accident. Like, he's like, oh, I didn't mean to shoot you, but he just won't stop shooting you. That's the zombie Exploder. His official name is Wort, which is disgusting. Root zombies, I give a B. The dynamic fighting approach to clear them are great. The movesets and variants are great. The fact that they take area damage to gain new moves is cool too. Excuse me? If they take area damage, they gain moves? That's crazy. You can break the wood from their arms to unlock quick whipping attacks. Okay, that's fucking nutty. Wood? They have wood on their arms? Well, don't shoot them in the arms then. That's really neat. I didn't know that. I've never shot him in the arm. Very, very cool. Okay, you just upgraded him in my book, because I was going to shit on him for a second. Root Wort slaps. Okay, but he doesn't slap as hard as his buddy Root Zombie. He is so easily counterable. He's really cool. Unfortunately, he's not nearly as effective as the Root Zombie. You never really see Root Worts in numbers, and like I said, once you know how to kill him, he is no trouble at all, and if anything, he's going to assist you in that battle. And for that reason, I can't put him in ARS, because he's actually detrimental to the whole plan of Remnant trying to kill you thing. But the Root Zombie, baby, come on. This dude needs a fucking rework. I'm slapping him. I'll tell you why in a second. Root Shaman needs a fucking rework. Okay. So we've proven that you don't even need a weapon to stunlock him into oblivion. His stagger it's non-existent. You shoot him once, he's done. You look at him wrong, he's exploding. And so this leads me to believe he's not an elite. Okay, you see him over there. Look, dude, his head is fucking huge, first of all. If he decides that he's gonna spawn a zombie, you're gonna kill him by the time the zombie realizes what he needs to do. He can also shoot root rot kind of deal. He can shoot root rot. Just one boop, one orb of root rot. His point is to be a buff to other enemies, not to murder you himself. Well, let's see fucking more. He is absolutely a support character. You're right, Fluffy. His point is to be a support enemy in the back lines. And Dylan, that's exactly right. He doesn't do that effectively at all. His top tier move to start out the ultimate battles to spawn one zombie right next to him when he's already in the back line? Why the fuck wouldn't he spawn it on me? If he spawned it on me, oh my god, he would get like 3 ranks higher, but he doesn't. He also resurrects dead zombies. Cool. They're also one-shot headshots, you know? And here's the thing, and here's what his elite version does so much better than him, which is why he needs a rework, because he's useless. His elite version has a shield, and when he's casting support spells, his shield is up. And then he has windows where you can attack, and they're not egregious like some of the Labyrinth enemies. This guy does fucking nothing, man. He needs to have a much higher stagger, be way better at hiding and escaping, so maybe he has the ability to evade, like, say, the Shrewd elite, but less of a Shrewd move, more of a Shaman move. Fucking teleport yourself, man. Do some and go over there. Like, what if he teleported behind, resurrected a wall of zombies, and fucking dipped? Woo! That'd be hype. That'd be kind of hype. What if they could, what if he gave you madness? What if his first move was to fucking shoot out fucking madness, so if you look at him, it does the Legion effect. Then you have to look away, and then he can start shooting you with root rot and start summoning zombies. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god, that's the greatest idea I've ever had in my entire life. Thank you for allowing my brain to be less smooth by talking to me. Get rid of his fat weak spot and just kind of find a way to replace it with something along the lines of that eye, like a spawn of it. let him shoot out madness, and then keep his moveset and keep everything. Don't touch anything else. Then they could give him, dude, give him madness. That'd be sick. That'd be fucking sick. Rework them. At the end of the day, rework them. The Stalking Statue. Most people know what these are. Some people might not, because it's one secret in one area. You might only ever fight one or two of these in your entire time gaming. So you shoot the things on the statues, go down the elevator. Once you open that chest, it essentially will wake up some of these guys. And if you're looking at them, they can't move. If you look away, they can move. That's some scary fucking shit. I didn't even realize Remnant was turning into Resident Evil, right? Another Resident Evil reference, Jesus. But you have to like hear them out and find out where they're coming from. Usually there's at least one down here. This time around, I didn't get a single one down here. I think it can appear in two. One of them is the Twisted Chantry. Now you can kill them. Some people don't know, but you could kill them very easily. If you look away and then look back, he'll open up a weak spot here. And you have like a very, very, very tight window to shoot it. And then he drops a fuck ton of shit. Look at this. Look at that. I got scrap and 2 relic fragments. If you don't know what they are at first, that is one of the coolest fucking encounters you can experience in the game for the first time. I'd say A tier, the fact they lore tied to them, circling back to the immortality stuff is great. That may be considered unutilized, but that honestly as a pro, they're supposed to be rare. Oh, Dylan, sing your sweet tunes to me. Sing your sweet tunes to me. I am influenced. I'm influenced. Imagine if they use this with normal mobs. Just fucking... Imagine fighting just an army of these guys. You got like 20 on each side, and you gotta like... You have 3 players on your team, there's always gonna be like one area that's not covered. Now that we talk about it, that'd be a crazy cool mini game, right? Damn, man, I wish the modding scene was bigger for this game. Moving forward, we've got Mini Kaeula. That's not its name officially, but I'm calling it Mini Kaeula. And this mob is a spitting image of Kaeula, but not exactly the same. So he could dig, and his attack comes out... Is it slower or faster than Kaeula's? Right here, comes up to you. That's definitely slower, or faster than Kaeula's. Obviously, you can catch him on fire. Kaeula, you can't. He has another attack which is very long range and much stronger than Kaeula's tentacle. Which is he could grab you and force you into a QTE. You have to spam your whatever console button you're on. For PC, it's the E button. Every single move, even down to a weak spot, even the body composition is different. That is very cool. And when you go up to him, he is just baking. This dude is ready for action, bro. You wake him up, he's gonna be heated. He is literally saying, come and get me, bitch. And if he catches you off guard in a mob, yeah. If he grabs you, you're done, dude. This is a crazy cool, crazy good elite. Sometimes that grab, man, that grab sucks. It is so hard to dodge. He is good in all facets of the game, whether you're a new player or an existing player. So that would be Root Horror. It's the official name, and he's officially gonna be another S, guys. And so far, I'm gonna put him up top. Soulborn says, I don't know why, but that enemy makes me slam my E button, feel engaging as fuck in the middle of combat. Hell yeah. Oh shit! Tumblers! Tumblers coming! Okay. Hee hee ha ha hoo hoo. Ha ha! The elite version of the Ray is in desperate need of a rework. A lot of the times they're gonna be really high off the screen where you can't see them, but the elite music has started, okay? So you're panicking, trying to figure out where the fuck the elites are. Why the fuck does it have so much health for having literally one attack? It exists to make you look up for no fucking reason. The root rays are fine with me. The non-elite versions are fine with me because they're one tap, and in groups, they can be really hard to get down. Just because when you do look up, it's a quick reaction, and that makes the game a lot more fun. That makes the game a lot more quick. It's like, oh shit, root ray. You go, boom, boom, shoot, get him out of the air, go back to what you're doing. This guy just makes you stare straight up for such an elongated period of time, just to tease you for 20 to 30 fucking seconds, or 5 to 45 seconds, depending on how he feels on the day, and then just comes down and does this weak-ass slow attack that, guess what, man? If you take your eyes off him for any given moment, because the tumblers are coming, guess who's coming down? Hello? Hey. So lame. You could make an argument that this could be delete. This fight is so anticlimactic. Look at how fucking far away he is. And now I'm trying to shoot him. I can't, right? So these guys are coming. I have no idea where he is now. Sweet, right? And then, oh, there he is, just bugging in and out of the wall. Here's another tumbler. Okay, so he bailed his strafing run. Oh, no, now he's got little guys. Oh, and there he is behind me. What the fuck? What a shit fucking enemy, man. Delete him. Nah. Why would you want to rework something? You already have it. There are so many mobs in Yaesha. Get rid of some. This isn't going to be the only one on delete, by the way. I think you might know which one I'm going to delete next. Delete the elite version of Root Ray. The mob itself is fine. The elite version sucks balls. Delete it. Next. The Root Flyer and the blue Root Flyer. Let's go over the moveset for the regular one. Regular one, it can shoot you with balls, and it can swipe at you in various ways. Great mob. Great mob. I think it's pretty effective at what it does. It's got a smaller weak spot than most trash mobs. At the end of the day, it doesn't have too much health. And if you're shooting body shots at it, you're still going to do a pretty good amount of damage. I like this mob a lot, and it fits perfectly into a lot of these areas. Obviously, the Forgotten Field, you got the Mother Mind location. Another just gorgeous rendition of a mob for Yaesha, man. Yaesha's mwah, chef's kiss. The blue one is a lot more dangerous. You see, they all fly pretty slowly. The blue one can teleport wherever the fuck he is straight to you and hit you with a melee. Okay, he has the same kind of orbs, but they're bigger, they look cooler, and they track a lot better than the other ones. They also have a sweet move, a sweet QTE, where if they catch you and they grab you, they lift you up off the ground. And if you don't spam E, they'll go too high and kill you. They'll drop you too far. And that's really fucking cool. You put an A for both. I have to think about this real quick. I want to see what you guys say. Grab attack as well. Normal one just deals damage. Blue one drags you up. Yep. Normal flyer grab. If you mash out of it, you insta-kill it with a stomp. Yeah, I've done that before. I was kind of mixing it up. I was thinking about doing that with the blue one. The blue one just drops you. That is a very good point, Soulborn. Is that there are so fucking many of them, man. I do have to say they are overused, Soulborn. I do agree. That's a great fucking point. Root Flyer is perfect for what it does. The teleporting version, this one I'm going S tier. I can't put them in the same rank because the blue one is so much better at what it does. Imagine like the first time you ever shot this dude. You're like, all right, I'll just take him out, and then he teleports right in your face. Come on. Low S tier, high A tier. This is a perfect segment into that dick fucking head in the back. His actual name is Elite Infector. Man, I hate this fucking elite. He is a lot like the Root Infector in terms of looks. It's pretty much same weak spot hitbox on him. Different face by far. His bread and butter is this fucking Thorn attack. He just two-shot me with this Thorn attack, okay? You can't really shoot him. You could shoot him when he's underground, it's very difficult. And a lot of the times he's not gonna be the only guy there. So he is your least priority. He's your least prioritized enemy because he will stay underground for 30 to fucking 40 seconds. It feels like sometimes. It's probably more like 15 to 20. And just relentlessly shoot thorns everywhere. Relentlessly spam thorns all over the place. Everywhere, including directly at you. He snipes me here with 2 of them. Those spikes will stay in the ground if he misses you. Oh, there it is. Boop. Boop. So as he's flopping them all over the place at about a rate of like 4 a second, he's also essentially shooting one directly at you. So the areas you intend to go to eventually, and the one you're currently at, is under extreme duress from these root rot exploding thorns that will give you half root rot and deal half damage a lot of the times. When he pops up, it's a lot easier to kill him. But man, that thorn shit is stupid. I'm fine with the enemy, just tone down the thorns. He's not even near me and he's slapping thorns. Can you do anything else? Does he have other moves? Can melee you if you get on top of him. If they intend to have a couple other moves, they need to make it so that is an applicable situation that is going to come up more than once. In my 250 hours of playing the game, I've never even seen a melee move from that guy, and I have done most of my shit in Yaesha. But for him as an AoE agent, just a little oppressive. A lot oppressive. I think C is perfectly fine for it. The Root Sniper Men. Oh my god, this might be my favorite mob in the entire game. They are so satisfying to hit. They are not that fast. I mean, sorry, they're pretty fast. They're pretty good at dodging, and they're really good at maneuvering themselves around the battlefield for flanking purposes, getting you from the side. I mean, that guy himself went all the way to that back line to get a view. This is the AI capability on these guys is through the roof. They are incredible, man. You find them a lot, often in Kaeula. Kaeula's Rest. They're kind of waiting to plop down on you. So they're hiding themselves, and then they kind of coordinate this just insane attack where when they shoot you, they just snipe you, man. At the end of the day, their main attack is to snipe you. I noticed that the bullets do bend a little bit, which is news to me. Now that I paused it there. They can shoot very fast. It's more like a DMR than a sniper rifle. So long as you hit your shots on him, it's such a cool fucking sniper war. You are just back and forth, taking down these fairly easy mobs to take down. They fit so well within this world. Man, I got nothing but good things to say about this mob. They'll get you too. They'll dodge the shit out of you, man. And that guy's sitting there. He waited until his whole team got massacred, RIP, and then shot me and flanked me and got me out of there. I mean, fun and dynamic is the perfect way to explain him. Fun and dynamic. I don't think anything on this list is going to top Root Sniper. This is the highest S tier I could give to anything. This is my fate. I love Root Sniper, man. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing. You'll notice something interesting coming up in a moment here. There's a nice little segue into the worst fucking elite I've ever seen in my entire life. Delete this from the game immediately. What the fuck is this enemy? Oh god, it's awful. Oh my god, it's so garbage. Okay, Metal Kaeula. Well, I'm deleting it, Bernal. You could plead your case. Fuck this. No. I went into this fully knowing that was gonna be the thing that I said. When you see Metal Kaeula and his insane amount of health and obviously no way to do damage to him, you realize very quickly you're in trouble. You're in fucking trouble. He's got unlimited health. He's swinging like a Kaeula. What in tarnation? And then you create enough distance, and then he throws his heart. You realize very quickly after the first couple heart throws that this is the stupidest fucking mob in the game. All he does is when you see him, you have to run away. Let's check out this insanely cool fight, guys. They already did this with the other mini Kaeula, which is fucking amazing. Root Horror, fucking great mob. This guy literally makes you run away. What the fuck is the point of this guy? He takes everything you thought you knew about Remnant and said, fuck you, run away, die. Because if you get too close, he'll melee you, and if you stay far away, all he'll do is walk and throw the heart. This guy sucks. Yeah, it was implemented so poorly, Dylan. It was implemented so poorly, in fact, that there is no saving him. There's no point in saving him. There's enough mobs in Yaesha. There's already a different Kaeula in Yaesha. Horrible first impressions and horrible last impressions, man. Remove this guy from the game. This is stupid, awful, terrible, trivialized, and it just makes you turn around. Delete him. Again, I want to remind everybody that this is the elite version of the Root Ray. We'll consider the other one deleted. I'll put this one in B tier, just so people don't come in and get confused and be like, meh, you know. This guy, he's not on the list. Real quick, S tier. Okay, this is what Root Shaman needs to channel. This is Root Shaman Elite. This is what Root Shaman needs to channel. This guy's fucking nuts, okay? He's really good at, I'm fighting one flyer. That guy can pop a shield, shoot you with an orb. He can get you with the aerial AoE blasts. He knows how to create separation. The other Shaman's awful at it. This one is so good at creating separation and making every encounter very scary. For me, this is a low S tier elite, and we're gonna move on from it pretty quickly because we don't have a picture of it. But just know, it's an S tier in my opinion. This is the Pan Warrior. Holy fuck, the amount of health this guy has and the amount of damage he doesn't take. His attacks aren't crazy with the damage. He can hit you with 3 shots, but I mean, dude, look at his swords. They're fucking ginormous. It's just like, how much health do you need, brother? How much health do you really need? His movesets are not very varied at all. He's got a couple just launch towards you attacks. This is more lore than anything. He's like the only Pan in Yaesha that you really fight. He's not that fun to fight. He's B. Just under Root Ray. I don't think he's that special, man. And now we have the Empowered Slayer. This guy's fucking dope. But you notice how, like, the Root Shaman Elite is literally him, except he's shrewd instead of the Root Shaman. That aerial attack, it's the same shit. That being said, I don't see anything wrong with that. Different areas have different themes, so you have that Elite Shaman in the one vicinity, and you have this one in another. He is shrewd, but more powerful. Once you get him to use his dodge, he can get annihilated very quickly, which does blow. He's really, at the end of the day, he's pretty easy to take care of if you can focus on him for a few seconds. This is OG Shroud, same attack as first game Shroud. Okay, but again, he's not good at distancing himself. We all know Shrewd's attack patterns by now, and he's not innovative. It makes me kind of backtrack if I kind of throw him in C for not being innovative if he exists prior. Again, another inoffensive elite. Doesn't do anything crazy or special. Above Pan, below Root, he's going B. Not too much to talk about there. He's not that great. The official name for this guy is the Root Stalker. Now, I couldn't really get regular film on him other than this aberration, because I was ready to live stream and I didn't want to look for this guy. Okay, so quick shout out to Esoteric yet again. Thank you, sir. This is the aberration guy. He's got a cool little slice attack. He's holding 2 sickles, which I fucking love. He looks sick. He's got the cocoon where he'll heal himself if you don't shoot him out of it. I know that he'll split as his regular version as well, but usually when he cocoons, he's not near full health at all. He's usually just ready to die. Remember, we are not rating this one in particular, we're rating the other one. Teleport moves are cool. At the end of the day, man, he just looks cool. He sucks. He fucking sucks, right? Is that an accurate assessment of this noob? I remember the very few times I have fought him, all I've really done is dodge out of his way once, get him into that orb, and then I kill him. You know? Let me see what you guys. Another good callback from the first game. The thing was tough in the first one. It's a joke in this game. Yeah, but it's not a C joke, man. It's a D joke, and I don't want this to be empty either. Because at least, I mean, the Elite Infector is C and egregiously annoying. This guy he is too toned down and dumbed down. It's another one of those things that he's borderline, why'd you bring him back, right? Borderline delete because he's almost worthless, but he's cool. The kid is undertuned, and the fact that he goes in that regenerative state and then is just putting himself up to die so long as you know he's there. I mean, once you figure out this enemy, he's a joke. You don't have to remove him from the game. He's D. He could use a little buff. He could use a buff. This is the only film I could get on Root Slasher. I'm sorry. I couldn't for the life of me, again, in time, find film on this fucking dude in the hours of footage that I have. But we all know this guy. This is a little grainy film, but he's a dude that's got spikes for fucking legs, and he's got that nice chest cavity, and he loves to stabby stab with big ass legs. And when you get him to low enough health, he falls to the ground. He's not dead. He has a little bit of health left, and he transfers that health to the little flying guy. Cute little thing that looks a lot like a grown-up Root Flyer, which I imagine is lore-wise, maybe that's how they birth them? I don't know, but the object is to get him down, which in close quarters, he is a fucking danger. No crazy, like, terrain manipulation or anything, I don't believe. But he could scare you when he's up close and personal. Now, if you're in a fight rather, you get him down and another mob catches you off guard or has been catching you off guard or been, punching you in the back of the head, you're not gonna have enough time to chase that Root Flyer around, and guess what happens if that Root Flyer returns to that body? He gets resurrected. And that is a sick fucking mechanic, man. I think that's really cool. He's not overly egregious as a mob in general, as an elite, if you will. He's also got a very, very special move set in the fact that he can revive himself. Dude's got self-revive. Very fair mob, right? I think what he does very well. It's no S tier, but this is an A. Above Stalking Statue, a little too niche. And we got 2 more. We'll go Root Hulk first. This guy's cool. He's got a couple moves. A lot of it is melee. He wants to swing at you, but he also wants to jump at you, which he can do to close small gaps. He can jump at you, launch at you, hit you in the head with the hammer. Bonk, boop. But the coolest thing is he can also, if you're being a little wuss like me, I mean, not in this clip, I'm being a man. But if you're being a little wuss like me in hardcore and you're trying to keep your distance, you can send a shockwave at you through most terrain. It will travel through the ground, and it will hit you if you don't get out of the way. He is incredible at crowd control. He's incredible at closing gaps. He's incredible at making you displaced and being a perfect tank for his team. His weak spot, you can shoot off his chest plate if you shoot him enough, and it will reveal his red, steaming inferno, fucking Karlach-esque heart. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's so cool, man. I should shoot out the plate here, I think. Yeah. So you shoot the plate out, but I killed him with that shot, but then it becomes a weak spot. You can deteriorate his armor and make it easier to fight him. I love that. He feels incredible to fight. Thank you for not having any cheap one-shot mechanics. Matter of fact, have we gone over anything with a one-shot mechanic today? He's going in S tier. He's going to be above the blue flyer. Dude, he's got close, intermediate, and long game He's going above Mini Kaeula. Especially when Mini Kaeula's cheap-ass grasp half the time. It always feels like it's your fault if you don't do good against this guy. He's just good at what he does. He's hype. And he's his own person, too. They were milking the shit out of Kaeula. They were just throwing shit to the wall, see what stuck, you feel me? That's why they have Metal Kaeula. Root Axeman, baby. And the last, but certainly not least, is Root Slayer. But we've all seen him as a very common elite, and his own boss, Shrewd, in the game. His main moves are he's a teleporting archer. He's really good at dodging your first attack. He has the ability to hit you with melee and to shoot you twice. And he spends a lot of time outside of his teleport. He doesn't do anything overly egregious. He can move around the battlefield so swiftly, like his kit is used to perfection. He's trying to find your weakest point and he's trying to attack from it. Top left corner, top right corner. Boom, right up on your ass. Went for a melee. He's not difficult to fight. Not difficult to fight, but he will tear you apart in the right scenarios. He does have quite a bit of health for an archer. I can't take that away from you. And his attacks can hurt, and a lot of the time this is a pretty difficult enemy to keep in the back of your mind because his attacks are always delayed in terms of ranged. Obviously, he fits right in with the fucking lore. He also fits every map in Yaesha, and that's what I love about him. I don't really want to put him in A tier, man. He's everywhere, which gives you enough opportunity to really get his moves. And I am going to put him up here, and I'll tell you why. His dynamic to change the battlefield and turn you into a better player is almost second to none. He is one of the only elites in the game, at least in Yaesha, that will make you fully aware of your surroundings and also really teach you how to split up cadences with your dodges. For example, a lot of melee enemies have the same swing length and time, and a lot of the time it looks the same and it's shit easy to dodge. But not Root Slayer. And I think that an elite like this prepares you for how hard the game really is. Obviously with his teleport, but he can also dodge very, very well. And again, he shoots pretty much in a straight line where you're at, but if you're focused on shooting something else and you don't remember that, hey, there was an archer over here earlier and you didn't kill him, that's why he's shooting you in the back, man. Game over, you lose because you weren't paying enough attention. Fucking S tier, man. This was a nice look into Yaesha and how we're never going to see this many good ratings again, because it all goes downhill from here, comparatively speaking, in terms of trash mobs.